Right, now we've got to get the oil in. So we're going to need a 1 to 3 pump on this. Liquids. Always a convenient autosave. Right, 1 to 3 underground pump. Right, so now apparently we've got to tell this what to do. Manage tasks. Yeah, this one, this one, this one, this one. There you go. Right, what do we want to do? Open storage. You can load wood from there. You don't unload anything there. The warehouse, you can unload chemicals. And you can load... Is that crops coming from there? I can't remember now. I think so. Crops from here, wood from there. Is that right? Storage percentage. Do we want to set percentages on these or not? Probably not, actually. And then in the chem plants, we're going to load chemicals and we're going to unload wood and crop. I think that's correct. I don't think gravel's got... We're not doing anything with gravel. That's getting belted in. Now we've got to get footpaths to make sure people can actually get to work. That's the other important thing. Right. Maybe what we do is we use this road here. So people can walk down that. That's a way in there. That's been a complete scumbag. Can we go underground for this? Underpass. Pedestrian tunnel. How the heck does this work? No, 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 no. Pedestrian tunnel from... That is weird, man. Can we not connect that footpath from here? Like, are they not underground connections now? Tunnel? Oh, I see. Ah, gotcha. I see, I see. I think that's connected. Of course, this was all covered in the tutorial. As if. How do we get you boys into here? So I'm thinking they can just walk up here. So if we can get them to here, that might work. There you go. So I think they can get from there to there, and from that they can get to here. Or they can walk down here and get in that way. I'd kind of like to make a shorter journey here, but I think we need a bridge for that. We can overpass or something. Pedestrian bridge, concrete. It's really hard to gauge the height. That's a shame, that nearly worked. There you go. Right, so they can walk to work that way, and they can walk to work that way. Options. 5 workers, 9 workers, 55 workers. Is that because we now need to tell them to work at those chem plants? %. There you go. That should probably help. There you go. Now they're working though. Roads on the other side are not necessary unless we get a fire, so if we can make it happen, it's always better. So it looks like we can. Just for the fire crew point of view. Actually, I don't even know where the nearest fire station is. I think it's over there somewhere. Okay, let's have a look what's going on. Crops, oil, gravel, wood, chemicals coming out. Crops, oil, gravel, wood, chemicals slowly coming out. Crops, oil, gravel, chemical and wood. Lots of wood stored over here. Chemicals coming out of that. And hopefully we are exporting... Ooh, 4 tons of chemicals. Go us. Our biggest earner by far is still steel. Doing well, Biomech. Thank you very much. Kemlo, thanks for 7 months. Fangs with 11. Good afternoon. Mr. Stream, I had to renovate my baby room. Enjoy the rest of your day. Dude, I hope it went well. No worries. Sveeve, thank you for 45 months. And Dan Brown, 67. After seeing you built it, how long to the ground can you build the pipeline pumps? How low to the ground can you build the pipeline pumps? So when you build a pump, you mean the pump itself, you don't mean the actual pipeline, yeah? You mean these things, pumping station, is that what you mean? Because there's a normal pumping station, and then there's an underground pumping station, which is that one. But the underground pump station still has a road connection. It's just that most of it is like underground as opposed to like that. But then when you build the pipes, you can go quite deep. But don't forget, when you do go deep, you can only build them so long, and then you need another pump, which means you need to stay like that's literally the maximum length of a pipe. So if you go your pipe really underground, you need to get back up to the surface so that you can connect it to the next pump, because you can't go beyond that length. Because pressures and stuff. What have you got? 4.8 tons of chemicals. Can we not, like, tell him to wait until he's full or something? See, we load chemicals, but we don't say wait until you're full. He was full. What, 4.8 tons is the most he can carry? Oh, yeah. Not happy with this road network. All these turns slow him down. Should probably just build that straight through there now. That's better. Right, we need to go and check. I'm just getting some tea. We need to go and check on the crop situation and see what's going on. We should be making our own crop by now. Forklift mods that can carry a lot more. Right, so we have 100... No, we have 76 ton of crop there. Hey, look at this. It's like farm sim. Distillery. Make our own alcohol? Oh, yeah. Is that a small farm or a medium? It's a medium, isn't it? Do we think we've got enough combine harvesters here? I don't know. We've got... Like, will this stuff go off or what? So while that's growing, that's harvesting, but he's got another field here. There's 2 there to do. I don't know. Stuff on the field won't go off, fair enough. 99 tons of crop, which is being managed by this distribution center, I think. Grain storage. I'm curious as to why it's not moving all the crop from here to here. Because it has 520 ton capacity. And there's nothing here that stops it from loading that. Is it the storage percentage? Probably that, isn't it? It's how much do you want to keep here? Right, okay. I get it. So I think what that will do now is use 80% of this. In other words, about 400 tons. So it'll bring that up to here now. Which is what I think they're doing. That'll then bring that from here, which will basically empty it. I don't know, Eric, we're doing alright, mate. Like, slowly piecing this game together, you know? These people still want culture, but they're about to get it. You know, busy at work. Erecting stuff here. The Museum of the Republic, right next to the secret police. Town needs a nice tram. I haven't built a tram yet, I'll be honest with you. But I will say, we have some very busy bus stations. Did that stuff get built up here? Come on, man. It's getting there, slowly. £7,000, have a cinema. 14 grand, have a church. That significantly reduced the cost. Like, once it's gone past the steel and the concrete and the major expensive stuff, it's not that expensive to build the rest of it. I think we should research some tech. Semiconductors or engineering. Just mechanical components. Semiconductors, what are they selling for? Electronics sell for a tidy amount of money, as do electronics components. Are you sure about that? That one seems to bring in a lot more money than this one. It's half the price. Wow, nuclear fuel. Look at the state of that. Lol, Eric. Let's research the semiconductor thing. Increase the number of researchers. I wonder if it stopped bouncing around. Professors working on research. They'll have it done in no time. Trams again are basically trains. There's no such thing like separate tram infrastructure. Right, okay. So you have to build... So if you wanted to have a tram go from here to here, you'd have to build a full-on tram station. They can't go down the roads. They'd need their own track which is not going to happen, right? Because that'd be a real pain. A lot of people go into the indoor pool, actually. You have to build train tracks for trams. Ugh. So the problem with that is you get this in the same problems that trains have in terms of hills. Just trying to deal with hills is a real pain. Upgrade the roads to trolleybus roads for trams. Ah, okay. So let's see where we go. Trolleybus. I just noticed that the walking speed is actually slightly quicker on the road with the sidewalk that I was using just because it had a pavement on the side. What does this look like? Oh, great. That's interesting. So there's no actual track. It just puts an overhead with cable on it. So you could easily build a tram connection between those two. What does a stop look like for it then? Bus platform. Trolleybus stop. So there's no trolleybus platform. Trolleybus is like a normal bus but with overhead cable connection. They have no relation to trams. Right. So they're not trams at all. Must admit, trains is just not something that is a big thing. Like in Transport Fever, trains are used all the time. In this, it just feels like they're much harder to use. Like they're expensive to build, especially the track if you got a hill, and the loading times are horrendous. Really bad. Yeah, pretty much, bro. But is there an advantage to it? Like, did they have a bigger... Does the trolleybus have a much bigger capacity? Yeah, pretty much, don't it? Like, if you can just pipe stuff in, with liquids especially, it works really well. 120 citizens were not able to enjoy culture. Culture, eh? Another flipping cinema goer. Let's build them something cool. Can we give these boys a radio station? That's so ugly. Pyramid Museum. Fancy troll buses, they don't leave the line to refuel, but as you are playing without fuel. Okay, so there is an advantage to them. That makes sense. Cannot build due to infrastructure. I wish you could do like a key, you know, like a hard concrete edge. That'd be nice. Alright, let's see what the construction centre thinks of that. Republic Theatre. Identified. I love this place. We need to give it a name. It's basically one massive high-rise block apartment. 500 people live in here. And they all work in the chem plants. But they've got a really nice cafe. And the soon-to-be Republic Theatre. It's such a weird town. Oh yeah, and they got the trees as well, which have now grown into full size. Will you play a new map with the hardest difficulty next week? I'm not sure. But when you say a new map, I don't think there are any new maps in the game. I think there's only 2, isn't there? It's like a flatter one and a hilly one. There's really not a lot to choose from. Unless you can get modded maps. I don't know about that. I think it has to have something to do with 3 chemical plants, like Trichem or something like that. Is a randomizer map too? I don't think there is, Venox, but honestly, I'm not an expert. There are people in chat that can advise. Guys, is there more than one map? Can you random a map? Can you, like, generate a map? 3M, I like it. There's a random map generator in the game. Hang on, I'm curious. 1 second. Save game. If you go new game, you've got flatland with hills, Eastern Europe with hills and nothing in it, Eastern Europe with hills and a town here. I think I went for that, so presume you can go with this. And then you would choose whatever difficulty you're going for. I'm on easy, so if you went medium, you'd get less money to start with. You would get unsatisfied citizen reaction is reasonable. Energy management is buildings only, so you don't need to worry about fuel on vehicles, but you do need to bring power to buildings. You're on a moving sun unless you want to go custom, in which case you would go static sun or something. The problem with the moving sun is at nighttime it's really annoying to see and build. You've got seasons, which is the big killer, because then you've got to deal with winter, which means you need to heat places, deal with snow. You've got frequent building fires as opposed to normal. And then you've got global events. What are global events? Epidemics, market price changes, etc. Right, so you get random variation. Oops, hang on. Then you can pick your start year, and then you've got education goes from simple, which is children automatically reach basic education, so you don't need elementary schools. Parents can work while their children are under 6 years old, so you don't need a kindergarten. Complex. You need to teach the kids in school, and parents under 6 can only work if they place their children in a kindergarten. So you get a whole, like, another set of problems to deal with. But, yeah, if you do that, let's say medium or whatever, and you go like that. Amount of lakes. Initial buildings, nothing. Terrain height. Amount of hills. Rivers. It's a pity you can't preview. Like, Factoria has a wonderful preview ability. I'm not starting a new game. I'm just having a quick play with this. See what it does. Oh my god, that is disgusting. That is actually disgusting. And the resources are in really strange pockets. Look at the oil. What is this, Texas? Wow, there's like 0 uranium ore on this map. 0. Absolutely none. The coal and the iron is weird. Yes, awful. And it doesn't seem to give you a seed value you can share either. So if you turn down the amount of lakes to not many, put the rivers up a little bit. Do you reckon that nuclear is a bug? Because surely every map should have nuke on it. Otherwise, you'll never be able to do any nuclear industry at all. Yeah, that's got uranium ore. It really has just wound down the lakes and put giant rivers everywhere. In some respects, that's an easier map, because what you can do is you could send ships and they'll be able to get to the border no matter where you start. It's also very odd. Look at these. It's just like little bumps. It's just weird. Yeah, I think the map generation abilities need some work. That's not very good map generation. I think you'd have to play with that quite a while before you got something nice, and you'd have to remember the settings every time. It's almost like you're better off just generating a map and then sharing that, because you can't share the seed value. Yeah, Captain Flint, maybe some people have, like, I don't know, created maps and saved them as a mod in the workshop. I don't know. There are modded maps. But is that modded as in just generated, or modded as in they've done something different to it? There's not many people working here, I must admit, considering. 200 people, 200 people, 200 people at 600. They should be able to deal with all of this. Pretty much, and they're not. Hang on, I think I didn't put line spacing. All kinds of maps, some good, some with the face of Lenin. Lol. I'm not interested in them. I'm just after a nice map, you know? Like an interesting map. There you go, we've got some more people now. Yeah, it has done exactly that, look. It's now, it's moved all those crops from here and put them over there. Why are there a bunch of combines there? Oh, it's not ready yet. So, like, that's enough crop, which means we don't need to import it anymore. So we can probably say, when you go to customs, don't load at customs anymore. I think we're now self-sufficient in terms of grain. We're already self-sufficient in terms of wood. I am kind of looking around and not seeing much chopping down anymore. Which means we're really not using very much wood. So we're self-sufficient for that. Where's the oil tankers? That's full of oil, so we're not even draining that. So yeah. That's not a bad situation to be in. Crops for produced food for that big 18,000 city, of course not. For chemicals, I think yes. Oh no, we've not got enough to produce it for the food yet. No way. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Last year we imported 1,900 tons of food last year. I presume you can turn crop into food or something. We're still spending an absolute metric ton on steel. I thought we'd stop that. Looks like we have stopped that. Although this year, we're only in September, we've already imported almost as much food as we imported in the entirety of last year. Build a sawmill. Yeah, we could actually. I think we could, because we have a surplus of wood. I think a sawmill would be a good shout. It's one more thing we can do ourselves. Let's see. So, sawmill requires 20 workers. We could probably build it in this area. Because, actually, all the wood's already here. It's a shame I can't just direct feed these and have it... It's already been stored here anyway. If I move that road somehow, do that with it, or something, it can just direct pipe the wood straight into it, can't it? Maybe if we move the road to here, possibly. That's not like Transport Fever. Transport Fever lets you delete any bit of road, no matter who's on it. It just moves them along. With this, it's like, no, you can't do it. There's somebody on this. You got to literally wait till there's no vehicles on that section, which is just not going to happen. I reckon I know a way around it then. I wonder if you do that, and then boom. Yeah, Transport Fever does that bit better. What a horrible bit of road. Okay, so apart from elevation differences, we should be able to make this work now. Sawmill. There's obviously a pipe there. Yep. Scumbag. Can you ever silence something like wrong way? I think you can. Man, this should not be so tricky to build, should it? Too sharp of a turn. Are you serious? Wait, what? It won't be. That is too sharp of a turn, but that is okay. How does that work? Actually, what I could have done was, what's the output storage on this board thing? Come on, game. What's the output buffer on the boards? 50 tons. That's not bad. So now I've just got to get the workers there. I'm not sure how the workers are going to get here. I'm not sure they're going to walk, to be fair. Yeah, it's a bit far. Oh, they might walk from the bus station. Or they might not. Oh, look where the footpath connection is. That's actually horrible. That's actually horrendous. I don't think we can work with that very easily. Yeah, but even if we put an underpass, where was it going to come from? We've got to watch for that underpass. How long can an underpass be? Can we just get them straight here, maybe? Let's put one there. Let's see what that does for them. I would not want to go down that tunnel. Aha. Now they're 278 meters from the bus station and 340 from the block, which means they can actually go and work there. Which means we could add that to the list of places to go and work. However, that doesn't solve the problem of... Actually, it does. I think we'll be fine now. We just need to add that to logistics. So, I know we get boards from other places. Actually, there's other distribution centers. The lumber's for the chemical production. Dude, we're making so much... We've got so much lumber. Look at it. We've got 330 tons and hardly any of it's going. In fact, these things are bored. What I want to know is, how do we now figure out what distribution centers we need to go and check? Like, can you click on a distribution center and say, take me to the next one? Because I don't know where all my distribution centers are. So that I can change them so they don't import boards anymore. They actually go and get it from this place. That's what we want to do. But now I've got to go and figure out... I know the boards are stored, I think, here. Yeah, you see that? But I think they're on an auto buy, aren't they? They're being bought. And I don't want those boards to be bought anymore. Maybe I have to tell the distribution centre to put them there. Maybe that's what you do. So that you put them there so it doesn't have to buy them. You know what I mean? If we tell the distribution centre to push boards into this thing and fill it up, it'll never buy them. I think. And then tell that to only buy when it's by a very small amount, maybe. Let's try it. So we put the add that and say load wood. Don't unload anything. And then we add that as a destination. And we say unload. Yeah, we'll buy another type of truck. It's fine. And that will be presumably an open hull or something. Yep. So that will move flatboards around. Which means if we scroll down here now, we can say unload boards, storage percent 80. So when you load up from here, load boards from the sawmill, unload boards over here, up to 80%, In fact, you may as well say 100, it doesn't matter. That's... The way this works is unbelievable. You move it to 100%, you'd think that'll come down 10%. It comes down 11. Press it again, it comes down 10. There's weird stuff going on with this. I think that's not the only one that of its type. I think we have another one of those. I just can't work out how to jump through them. When you've got a big complex city, you kind of lose track of where everything is. If we change that though, so that boards are... Well, I can just say we don't buy any boards. Ambulance didn't arrive here. Dude! There's a chopper! Come on! Patience. That descends. That's a VRS descent right there. That's it. Just land on top of the people. Well done. Workers, 33, it's fine. We've got workers in there as well. We've got loads of boards coming out. These roads are getting busy. Especially that one. There might be too many buses on this line now. Now we've got a big thing here. I don't think we need all these buses. Because that was the amount of buses we had before this apartment block. Oh, they don't have a church. They don't have any sports facilities. It's dark. It's really dark. I think we can give them sports quite easily, though. Couldn't get this beach to work last time. I must admit, it would be nice to have that like that, wouldn't it? That would look so good if we can get that though. See what we can do. I think it's too steep at the moment. Okay, hang on. It's amazing. Can we not like spray paint sand here? Make it look really beachy. Fence gate? The heck's that for? Wait, you can put a fence up? There you go. It's for your own safety. Can't even see it. What the heck is that? So click on a bus, click on the eye, click on the dynamic follow. Okay, then what? You want to go FPS? Floating lamppost hype. You can see all the tessellation problems now. I don't think it should draw the town names beyond a certain distance, maybe. Yeah, the roads are not great. That's only 5,000 rubles. Let's get it built. Look at this. Communism. Now remember, you have to be fully clothed on the beach. In your favourite Lenin suit. Shirt and tie only, please. Oh, somebody's coming in. Look, there he is in his suit. Fantastic, well done. Oh no, he works there. Ignore that. Joan Mill, thank you for 71 months. That's working pretty well. Oh, that's full now, look at that. Chemicals, 3.7 tons. It is slow, isn't it? It really is. That chemical output. Wait, no more lumber? Or not? We've only got 2 workers here. Nobody wants to work here. All the woods. What happened to the lumber? I think it's just eating it all. We're just not making it quick enough. It got turned into boards. I think it's trying to fill up. What it's trying to do is it's trying to fill that up like I told it to. It's just got to make loads of boards, boys. But I honestly thought our wood supply was a bit better. There's not enough people working here. Give him another truck, I think. Don't need a bus stop at the wood from get off. No. Something else I learned. Look, you can just assign it as the destination and then they just get off. They can pull into the bay and do that. So why don't we have enough workers here? Is our unemployment really low? Unemployed workers, 557. Where are they all? I bet they're all over here. Look, this is the unemployment zone, I think. There's plenty here. Yeah, I think the problem's just the amount of workers in the wood cutting. That's the issue. We're just not cutting trees at a quick enough rate. There's a lot of people living here that haven't got a job, and we have jobs over here. So that line goes to there, and maybe we just need to go somewhere else. Maybe we just need to go here or something. Just get them from a different place. I'll check it in a sec. Wait, I've just noticed this, that prisoners. 4 citizens to step out from this vehicle at this stop. Why has that got like a handcuff symbol? Transfer point to another line. I was told that they won't transfer to another line. People were saying they won't do that. And yet there's an option here to force people out to get onto another line. That doesn't make any sense. Did I just delete the wrong one? You scumbag. Delete all stops. Delete number 5. That's a new feature. Do you think that would force them onto a separate stop then? Because it kind of implies that it does. It's on. It's on painful mode. There's 4 stops on the bus left. The passenger 1 hour in the bus station, then the passengers are free to go to prices of the bus station. Wait, so let me get that straight. They're forced to stand at the bus stop for an hour, and then they can change to something else? Huh? It's a very nice statue. Look at that. Everybody's content here. Look at this. They're like, yep, we have no complaints. We can get our stuff. We're right next to the oil fields and the refinery. KGB is next door, so we're really happy. We love it. We love it here. It's the best place ever. Can't thank you enough. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like an hour of game just doing nothing. Seems a bit odd. Oh, I hate that. When you delete a piece, it doesn't fix what was there. One person at the beach. One person. That's how much they wanted culture. Not able to enjoy culture. It's on the doorstep. Unable to visit a pub or a tavern. Sorry, what's that over the road? Maybe the lift's broken and they just can't get down. Can't participate in a sport. Sorry, what's this here with no visitors? This is stupid. Let's try joining like every single connection. We get any more people up here yet? No. The only problem we're not using a bus stop here is the buses take up the same spaces as the trucks, which is a little bit of an issue, I think. So, you know, arguably it's better to have a bus stop. It's a small one. What, this thing? Yeah, but my complaint is the lack of workers. Yeah, you can see the problem now, can't you? These buses cannot drop people off to work because that truck is now in the way. And that truck won't leave until it's got wood in the back, which it won't do because there are no workers. How can we tell him to just turn around and skip this stop? We need him to go there. I need him to just go, basically. Yeah, how? How do I send it to the next stop? What do I click? Move to this stop. This one? He won't do it. Because it wants to turn around here. Hang on, let's tell us to go. Yeah, you can't. You can't tell him to go. Go! That's an annoying deadlock. Nope, wrong line. Nope, it's the correct line. Yeah, I selected the bus line and tried to put it on the truck. Yeah, so although you can tell the buses to go directly here, arguably... Wait, what's with that? What's that bit of road there when I zoom in? Look. The heck is that? It's probably better not to, just because that way they're not using the bays in the truck depot. Oh, 30 workers, amazing. Because we went and got them from where they're needed. Right, we need to find work for these people now. Big Time Farmer, thank you for 76 months, by the way. Man, that's looking pretty decent. Almost finished, look at that. 5,900 to finish it off. Let's see where our money's gone. Last month, 346,000 on steel. I'm kind of surprised. Like, chemicals have a really high price, but you really can't make many of them. Check the wood storage at the chem plant has boards in it now. Oh, yeah. That's got plenty of stuff, though. I think what I'll do is I'll adjust the distribution. Say, yeah, maybe don't send him, like, ridiculous amounts of boards. Maybe like 50%'s fine. It's like, if that's 50% full of boards, that's still 600 tons. In fact, even that's too much. Working a bit better. Why is it the trees that you put down don't look like these trees? Which trees are these? Pine trees, maybe? I'm not sure we're making concrete. That's one thing we're not making. Concrete may be the way to go next. Is that the open storage at the chem plant to only store 10% boards? Well, this one. That's wood, isn't it? The problem is, I think, it nicks all the wood. The boards are going there as well. don't think you can. Don't think you can open. You can change this, can you? I don't know how you reduce that. Do it in the open storage, not the sawmill. This thing. Oh, limit amount. So we limit how many boards it can put back here. Oh, limited to 0, so it doesn't store any there. That's a good call, actually. We don't need boards there, do we? Oh. Oh, hello. It's nearly done. Just needs a bit more concrete. Trouble is that cement mixer's got a long way to go. You get more storage space for wood if you do that, do you? Interesting. Here it is, the final bit of concrete. I think. Et voila. The Republic Theatre. Even applaud when you click on it. 11 people at the beach. Nobody working at the theatre. Can we add that to the list? Maybe people will just get the bus and come and work here. Right, we're past 8 o'clock by quite a way now. City is exporting well. 5 mil in the bank. I think I've got past the initial learning curve, Space Dog. Definitely got past the initial learning curve.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Thank you, Captain Flint. Let's not forget I am on easy mode. But I have learned an absolute metric ton about how this game works. But let's face it, we played it this weekend and last weekend, so I've probably got... How many hours have I got? Maybe look on Steam. I got 32 hours in the game. And I feel like I know 15, 20% of it, probably. They have more on the roadmap, Venox. Wow. More export now as if you use trains as trucks, you can export enough. I kind of like shipping more than trains. The ships don't block each other, you know what I mean? They just go off and then they disappear. Whereas when you train things here, they just sit on this flipping siding and block anything else. Like, you can literally have one train unload or unload. One train and 2 trucks. That's all you can have at that particular one. Yeah, you can get bigger ones, but not that much bigger. Unless you get a mod. But yeah, I think we've got to start looking at energy management and stuff. Move up the difficulty a little bit. Start to deal with winter. Winter's going to be a pain. But, you know, in terms of what we've achieved in the hours we've been playing it, we've got... Let's have a look around. We've got a big oil refinery over here. We have a second oil refiner that we brought in. It's pretty cool. We've got a little town over here that just deals exclusively with the iron situation. Lovely little fountain down there, look at that. Brings in all the iron. Got the main town now. Another little coal town up here. Coal processing town there. We've got farms going. I love the fact that we've got oil refinery in the middle of the town. It's just amazing. And then we've got a big... This is the money winner right here. Like in Transport Fever, it's all about oil, really. Oil and plastic. But in this, it is very much steel. 3.5 million last year in steel. 3.5 million. And this year alone is already on 3.5. But fuel, look at that. Fuel's 1.8, bitumen 1.7. Like, it's not far behind because this is where we started to ship it. The year before that, we wasn't shipping it. But now we're shipping it, making a way more money. Interesting game though, guys. Very interesting game. Yeah. Massive thank you to everybody that helped. I learned a lot from you guys, as I'm sure you did from me by watching. But yeah, I mean, I'd have really struggled to get into this game without all the help. And I think that's the really cool thing about streaming, is that you can do that. You can just like exchange information in both directions. It's really nice. Thank you for watching. Hope you had fun. Have a great rest of your weekend. If you are in the UK, you've got a holiday tomorrow, so GG to you. I've already got mods by mech, but I'm not going to try and mess about with the industry side of it. Anyway, I am out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I've got a busy week ahead. I've got my son's birthday this week. I've got to go up to Banbury to help my uncle with his computer. Like, I'm all over the place this week. But I shall see you all next weekend. So have a fun one. I'll try and dig out that zipline stuff and post it in Discord. So if you're in Discord, watch out for that. Other than that, thank you to the mods and the team for everything they do. Can we get some GGs in chat for them? And I shall see you all in a few days' time. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Stay safe. Good night.